So welcome back to my channel, Creative Hands by Shay. So in today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to make a cute, simple, easy crop top. So these are the yarn that I will be using, and I will be doubling the strands to make it a bit thicker. It will not be like a size 3 yarn. It will be a little bit thinner than a size 3 once I double it. But if you have a size 3 yarn, you can work with your size 3. And I am using a 3.5 hook. You will need your darning needle, scissors, and also a measuring tape. So guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you will love what you see and you will stay here with me. To my regular viewers and subscribers, thank you so much, guys. So let's jump in the video. So guys, I went ahead and doubled the strand of my yarn because they are really fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off by making a magic ring. So wrap your yarn around your fingers, or you can make your magic ring however you feel comfortable. Once you have done so, once you have made your magic ring, you are going to go ahead and chain 1, 2, and 3. Your chain 3 here counts as your first double crochet. You're going to yarn over and you're going to put 4 more double crochet. So we're starting this top from the bottom up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna now chain 2, and go back into the ring and put another 5 sets of double crochet. So I'm going to continue doing this and I'll see you at the end. So guys, now I have come to the end of making 5 double crochet on each side. Now we are going to close our magic ring up. So you're going to pull tight to close that up, and this is what it should look like. So it should look like a little leaf or a little heart shape kind of thing. So now you are going to go ahead and chain up 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work. You're going to go back into that stitch there. So this first one where you did your chain of 3, and you're going to make 1 double crochet there. So it's like you're doing an increase. Well, technically it's an increase that you're doing. And then you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the remaining stitches until you get to the chain 2 space. So you should have 6 on this side now. Now you're going to make 2 double crochet into the chain 2 space. So you should have a total of 8 double crochet on each side. You're going to chain up 2, go back into that same space, and put 2 more double crochets. Go into your remainder stitches and make 1 double crochet. When you get to the last stitch, you will put 2 double crochet in that stitch. Okay, so now I have come to my last stitch here. And I'm putting 2 double crochets there. So that's 1 and 2. And that completes row 2. You're going to repeat the same thing, making 3 double crochets. Turn your work, go back into that same stitch, that's this first one here, and make a double crochet. And then continue making double crochet until you get to the chain 2 space, and I'll meet you back there. So guys, now I have come to my chain 2 space here. I'm going to make 2 double crochet into that space, chain up 2, 2 more double crochet into your chain 2 space, and then repeat double crochets on the other side until you get to your last stitch. You will put 2 double crochet into that stitch. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I'll meet you at the end. So guys, now I have come to the end of making row 3, and this is what our work looked like so far. So basically you're just going to continue making your rows, increasing into the last stitches here on both sides, and when you get to the chain 2 you will put 2 double crochet, chain 2 again, put 2 double crochet, and continue doing that all the way up, just repeating the same step. And I will put on a screen for sizes that you can follow along, and you should be able to achieve the size that you want to make. So I will continue to make my rows, and I'll meet back with you. So I'll see you there. So guys, and now I have come to the end of making all my rows, and I have a total of 23 rows, which I am making the large. It is measured 13 inches long and 21 inches wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the side part here because I want to have a boob coverage, and I did measure it on myself and I noticed that my boob was out. So I am going to work on this side, and I actually learned this from Shyler Crochet. So all the props goes out to her. So I will just apply the same steps of what she did on the side here, and we will work on the other side afterwards. So for whatever size that you're making, you will just repeat the same steps. So you're gonna go ahead and chain up 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna yarn over, and you're gonna go into the next stitch here to make a double crochet. You're gonna pull through. You have 2 loops on the hook. You're not gonna finish. You're gonna go into the next stitch. You're gonna be doing decreases, and you're gonna pull up on your loop. You're gonna yarn over. You're not gonna finish this double crochet. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. You are gonna go ahead and pull through all 3, and then you're gonna make 1 double crochet into each and every stitches until you get to your last 2 stitches, which you're gonna do a decrease there. So I am just going to continue doing this, and I will meet you once I am at my last 2 stitches. So guys, now I have come to the end here where I have 2 stitches remaining, and we are going to do our decrease as we did before. Make a double crochet, you're not going to finish. Make another double crochet, you're not going to finish. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Then you're going to make 1 double crochet inside or chain 2 space, and that's how you're going to finish your row each time. You're going to chain up 3, turn your work, and you're going to yarn over and go into your second stitch there. Make a double crochet, you're not going to finish. Go into the next, make a double crochet, you're not going to finish. Have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's our first decrease there. You're going to make 1 double crochet into each stitches along until you get to your last 3 stitches, and I'll meet you back there. So guys, now I have come to my last 3 stitches here, and we're going to do our decrease. So just as we did before, make your double crochet, you're not going to finish, yarn over, going to the next stitch, make your double crochet, you're not going to finish, 3 loops in the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And now into our chain up 3 here, you're just going to put 1 double crochet there. And that's how you're going to finish off your row here. Now you are going to chain up 3, turn your work, and repeat the same step. going to that second stitch there, make a double crochet, you're not going to finish, going to the next one, make a double crochet, you're not going to finish. Let me just redo that. Three loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all three. Go ahead and make your double crochets until you get to the end, and you're going to repeat the same step that we did before when we get here. So I'll meet you back there. So guys, now we have come to our last three stitches here at the top. So we're going to repeat the same thing that we did before. Make your double crochets, you're not going to finish. Make your next double crochet, you're not going to finish. Now you have three loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all three, and then make one double crochet on top of our chain three. You're going to repeat the same step for the last row, because this is our third row that we finished. So we did 1, 2, 3. We're going to do our last row, and we're basically going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So I will meet you there once I am finished this row. So repeat the same steps and I'll see you there. So guys, now I have come to the end of making our short sides here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Now we are going to chain one and fasten off. Just leave a little tail end so you can have that to weave in. I had to start on another set of yarn to complete this. So what we're going to do is we are going to start from the top. So I'm just attaching my yarn into the chain 2 space here. I'm just going to give that a chain 1 and give it a tie. Okay, so now that I have done so, we have a chain 1 already, so we are going to go ahead and chain up 2, and that is going to be our first double crochet, and we're going to yarn over, go into this next stitch here, and we can weave our tail end in as we go along. We're just going to basically do the same as we were doing before. So 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Repeat that all the way to the end and continue doing that until you get to the end of your 4th row, and then we will work on the strops of the top. So I'm just going to continue doing that, and I will see you at the end of my 4th row. So basically you're just going to continue doing that until you get to the end. So remember, you're doing 4 rows. So I'll see you there. So guys, now I have come to my last 3 stitches here, and I'm just going to repeat the same thing that we did by decreasing. And then 1 double crochet into our last stitch, which is the chain of 3. So now we have completed both sides, and this is what it looks like. So you can see it has this curve here, and on the other side as well you can see the same thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the edges of this side here, because I don't want to have it plain. So we are going to chain up 1, 2, and 3. You're going to turn your work, and you're going to skip this stitch and go into the next one, and you're going to make a slip stitch. You're going to chain up 3 again, skip this one, go into the next, make a slip stitch, chain up 3, skip this one, go in the next, and make a slip stitch. And you're going to continue doing that all the way to the end, and I'll meet you back there. So guys, and now I have come to my last one here, and I have one, I'm going to skip one here and go into our chain 3 and finish off. So we're slip stitching there. Now that we have slip stitch, we're going to chain 1 and fasten off. So this is what it looks like. If you want to add another row, you can go ahead and do that, but I'm just going to leave it at what it is. So we are going to do the same for this side. We're going to attach our yarn, and we're going to attach it where we have our last stitch here. Chain 1, give that a tie, and we're gonna have 2 tailed ends to weave in there later on. You're gonna chain up. Let me just see which side we're on. Okay, I'm gonna do it from the other side. So I'm going to start from this side here. So we're going to start at the top. So we are going to go into our chain of 3. Chain 1, give that a tie. And then we have 3 chain there. We're going to skip our next stitch here, go into the next, and slip stitch. Continue doing that all the way down to the end by chaining 3, skipping 1, and going to the next. So I'll see you at the end. So guys, now I have come to the end, and I made my slip stitch there into the last stitch, and this is what the other side looks like, and this is the top. So now I am just going to go ahead and make a chain 1 and fasten off. So I can just weave this tail end in, so you can see how to weave in your tail ends if you don't know how to. So basically you're going to go into your stitches, and what I like to do is to just carry this underneath my chain of 3 there. Just so that it is secured in there. And then I'll just take my time and kind of do some in and out stitches, because this is a thread. It's not the regular yarn that I am using. It is kind of easier to do the weaving like that. So you can see, so you're not seeing it, and you can just go ahead and weave your tail end in by going into the back of the stitches, and make sure that it is not going into the front at all. which is gonna be. So guys, I have finished weaving my tail end. I thought my camera was recording all of what I was doing with the weaving, but unfortunately I'm not sure what happened there. So I am done weaving that part, and now I am going to show you how to put the straps on. So you're going to insert your hook into one of the chain 3 loops here that we made, and make sure that you're on the right side of your crop top here. You're going to chain 1, give that a tie, and leave enough tail end out so you can have that to weave in. And now we are going to go ahead and chain 220, and you're basically going to do the same thing for the other side as well. You are going to attach your yarn in the chain of 3 that we did, the loop on this side, and do the same thing. Just repeat the same thing over. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I will see you at the end. So guys, and now I have come to the end of chaining my 120, and I'm just gonna chain 1 and fasten off. So there it is, and this is what it basically looked like. It is quite finished, and this is the front here. But I decided that I want to do the same edges as I did on the side here. I want to do it on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start from this corner here all the way to the next corner here. So I'm just going to attach my yarn. I think it will look better if I add that to it. This is optional. If you want to have yours just like that, you can just have it like that, but this is optional. I think it will look cute having the edges on the side. So let me see, 1 2 3 4. So we're gonna add it exactly right in here. So we're not adding it on the extra 4 that we did, we're adding it on the 5th row here. So counting from this end to here, this is the 5th row. And you're going to chain up 1 2 and 3. And we're going to go over into, so basically we're going on top of this next row here and do a slip stitch, chain up 3, and we're going on top of the next row and do a slip stitch. So that is how you are going to continue doing this until you get to the end, and I will meet you there. So on top of the other row there. So I'll see you there. So guys, I wanted to show you this part. This is the first row that we did. So instead of going into the middle here, you're gonna just go over it and go into the end of this row here. So the end of the row, and it's gonna have a little loop under like that. So continue making your 3, chain up 3, and then go into the top of the next row. So I'll see you at the end. So guys, and now I have come to the end, and I have my chain up 3 there, and I'm going to go right into this last row. and finish off. Slip stitch, chain 1, and fasten off. And then I'm going to weave my tail end in. So now I'm going to cut the excess off, and then we're going to lace our top. So there it is. This is what it looks like. That's the bottom. And we're going to flip that over. And you can do a crisscross, or you can just do regular. So I am just going to do a crisscross here. And we're going to lace. I'm just going to use my, you can use your hook. I'm going to go into my chain up 3 here, my first loop. So I'm just going to pull that through. Go on the other side. And do the same thing into your chain of 3. I think I laced it incorrectly. Yeah, I should go on this side. With this one. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so now you can see that X. And then we're gonna go into the last loop here. Which is technically the loop that we just finished. And on this side as well. So there it is. So that is how it's gonna look when you tie that part to your back. So, and then you just give it a little tie here. And you're all set. So there it is. So I think it turned out super cute. I love the way how it looks. If you love this tutorial, guys, and this was helpful to you, you can give this video a thumbs up, comment, tell me what you think. And again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And thanks again for watching. Until next time, bye.